Try again. Can you hear me now? I just had to restart the live. Looking pretty over here, isn't it? There we go. It's pretty. Very pretty. How you doing there, Fanul? Hey, Arjun, can you guys hear me? Hello, Alisan. Hey, Isaiah, can y'all hear me? I was having some technical difficulties. Hello, Simon. Just want to make sure y'all can hear me. Okay, good to hear. I took a phone call from my wife and let her know I was in the middle of a live. And when I got back from the phone call, yeah, I was muted. Couldn't figure it out. I tried a bunch of stuff, but could not figure it out. So I just restarted the live. I don't, Isaiah. I apologize. I don't have that stuff in my basement. So tell you what, we get it back up to 100. Oh my goodness, you gotta be kidding me, Sky. Come on, man. Did you really do that? You did not do that. Yeah, we get us back up maybe to 100 online. We'll do the color separation experiment, which is kind of fun. You had me scared there for a bit, Sky. There we go. I guess it does, doesn't it? I guess it does. Look at that, man. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? What do you think? What color do you think that's going to be when I homogenize everything? You think there's more acid or base? So these color transitions, what you're seeing is I have added universal indicator to both of these flasks, both of them. This one's being stirred. This one is not. And universal indicator displays these colors at different pH values. All right, so in this flask, was it like a pH 8? Yeah, it's about that color right there. Looks about the same, which means it's basic. And if I add acid to this system, the pH should start to drop. So here we go. I'm going to start adding a few drops. Let's go like 2 drops in there, maybe 3. All right, and as I added a bunch of that, so Supto, what happened was I took a phone call from my wife to let her know I was in the middle of a live. And when I came back from the phone call, I could not figure out how to unmute myself. So that's what happened. That's what happened. So yeah, I added acid to the system. We're down to pH 3. If I start to add base, here's a drop of base. I'll add another drop of base. You can tell as I start to add the drops of base, the pH starts to rise. Yeah? And the way you get this system is as follows. How you doing there, Matthew? I'm going to go ahead and add a bunch of drops of acid here. So we get our pH down to 3. All right, then I'm going to turn off the stir bar. Septohermelia. Septohermelia. How you doing there, Frag? Hey, Yash. Okay, now, to get it to look like this, how's it going there, Frag? So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to try adding, I don't know, maybe 1, 2, 3 drops of base. And let's just see what happens with 3 drops of base. Nice to hear there, Frag. And maybe it'll turn out like this, but maybe not. I don't know what's going to happen here. How you doing there, Noor? Vico, I don't have any of that stuff. I don't mess around with HF. Not going to mess around with that stuff. How you doing there, Energy? Frag, it is a solution of universal indicator to which I add, hello there, noob, to which I either add hydrochloric acid or sodium hydroxide base. All right, we're gonna go ahead and disturb this one. So I'm gonna spin this one. Didn't know that there, Sky. HDVAC. So explaining the BZ reaction, that's kind of tough. So in order to really get down to the nuts and bolts, I've been thinking about this for a long time, trying to figure out how do I explain, the BZ reaction or oscillating chemical reactions in a simple way. And currently I cannot figure out a simple way to do it. I've actually written an article on this. It's in the Journal of Chemical Education. And it's not easy to simply describe oscillating chemical reactions. Frag, I have worked with HF before, but I don't have a hood in my basement, and I don't have the proper precautions to use it, so I'm not going to. That's right, Vico. How you doing there, Damien? Hello, Mr. Raton. I don't know what's going to happen, but this one over here, we're going to mix it up. So if there's more acid, it'll remain red, orange, or yellow. If there's more base, it'll be blue or violet. And if it's neutral, it'll be green. Let's go ahead and see what's going to happen. I'm going to mix this up. Here we go. Here we go. What's going to happen on that side? More acid or more base? Darth, what's up? Frag, no, HF itself is pretty nasty. Yash, I don't have access to any super acids. Sorry, the king, I don't know what you're talking about. If you can give me a little more definition, I don't know what that is. Thank you there, Larry. Thank you there, Mr. Ratton. Yeah, HF is particularly nasty. Oh, it's Pokemon, huh? I don't know much about Pokemon. Hey, Jay, what's going on? Good to see you back. It looks like we're starting to get the rainbow to develop over here. Hey, Megan, welcome back. Hey, we got RX, gave a bunch of memberships out. RX, thank you. Yes, Frag, I have done Piranha Solution. If you check out my short videos, you can see I've put a Scrub Daddy in some Piranha Solution. What's my favorite DIY pH indicator? Oh, probably these. Darth. They come ready-made. I'm not selling these. I'm just showing you. These are, ready-made pH indicators that I use. Natural food dyes are nice pH indicators. I have, Mr. Raton. Have you? There we go. It's neutral. I wouldn't, King. One of the dyes in there is a laxative, so, I mean, it's up to you. Phenolphthalein, baby. All right, let's try this. Let's do this. Let's do this over here. We're going to go ahead and do let's do this experiment. You guys are going to like this. Here we go. I'm going to put this bottle. Oh, let me get it open first. I'm going to put this bottle of fluid on here. All right. There's a bottle of fluid, a liquid. And I'm going to add some drops of food coloring to it. Red cabbage is definitely a good DIY indicator. So Darth Watsits likes red cabbage or tricanthia leaves. I don't know what those are. Let me know what those are there, Darth. I've not heard of those. I'm interested. Here we go. To this fluid, I'm going to add a couple drops of violet food dye. And it goes. Look at the beauty of that. I mean, that's just pretty just like that, isn't it? Watching that stuff go down, it's kind of like fireworks exploding in the sky. I think I'm going to do a third drop. Thank you there, Frag. Oh, it's so beautiful. Entropy in action, huh? Get out the 8K slow-mo camera. I think I'm going to do one more drop. By the way, let's check out how our density experiment's doing over here. Thank you there, Damien. Looks like it's starting to develop pretty well over there. All right. Now I'm going to mix this all up so we get the dye homogenized in our liquid. All right, give it a couple ups and downs. 1, 2, 3. All right. There we go. It's been homogenized. You can see a couple bubbles. If you look in there close, you can see the bubbles rising. Thank you there, Roadside. Appreciate it. Thank you there, Vico. Megan's favorite color, a little violet. Sky, I don't mess with mercury. I don't mess with mercury compounds. I know people who do, but I don't. Okay, now I'm going to add to this Tricantia zebrina leaves. Never heard of them, Darth. I'm interested, though. All right, to this flask, I'm going to add some salt. Regular old table salt. And it goes here. Hopefully it won't spill over. And it goes. Keep going. Hopefully it won't overflow. We'll get near the top. I think I got it all in. I did. Okay, now we're going to mix it up. All right, let me get this here. We're going to shake for a while. And while I'm shaking, I'll let you check out our density separation experiment. Here, let me shake this up. I'm going to shake it. If I wanted to dissolve epoxy resin of a coil, what solution would do it without destroying the copper? I would think acetone might work. Although, I don't know. I don't think any solvent that's going to dissolve epoxy would attack the copper. I am, Sky. Why is the water angry? Well, there we go. I've added, I added a few drops of food dye to this liquid. And then I added some salt, and I'm shaking it up. We're going to see what happens. I'm going to try to get as much of the salt dissolved as I can as I shake it. There's our density experiment. All right, let's see what happens over here, huh? Let's just see if it's going to go. I hope it does. All right, let's check it out. I don't know if enough dissolved or not. We'll know pretty soon. Oh, yeah, it's working. It's working, baby. Maybe not. Maybe I'm going to have to... I think I might have to shake it up just a bit more. Just a bit more. I think I got a little more salt dissolved. I mean, it's working, but not as good as I'd like. Try a little more. Come on, get some salt in there. Get that salt good and dissolved. Let's try that. There we go. Now it's working. Look at, we got the three color system. We got a nice kind of pink on top. We got a violet on the bottom. And in the middle, we have a mixture of the two colors. Isn't that cool? Isn't that beautiful? And you can see that the layer in the middle, it's kind of shrinking. So sort of the intermediate color is shrinking. Beautiful. The little salting out experiment. How are they doing there, Golden? Hello there, Lydia. I'm going to try to shake just a little more. I think I can get this to separate just a bit better. But isn't that gorgeous? That color separation. If I get a little more of the salt to dissolve, we should be able to see a nice color shift. One more time. It did, didn't it, Beatrix? Yep, that is exactly what this experiment looks like. Thank you there, Lydia. Density change just by shaking. So what happens here? So I didn't tell you this at the beginning, but to start off, the liquid had a mixture of water and acetone. And those two liquids mix completely well. And then I added this food dye, which contains a red dye and a blue dye. That's what makes violet, right? Red and blue. Now, when I added the salt to the mixture, what happens then is the salt and the water, they are so attracted to one another that they, in a sense, are like two people who are strongly attracted to each other and date exclusively. So the salt and the water mix, and the attraction is so strong that it pushes the acetone out. And that's why you get the two layers. I'm going to try to shake a little bit, see if I can get a little more of the salt to dissolve in the water. So we call this salting out, and it happens a lot because water and salt mix together so very well. If there's any other fluids in the water and the salt, those will get excluded. And then what often happens with mixtures of dyes, some of the dyes dissolve better in the saltwater layer, which the blue dye does, and some of the dyes dissolve better in the acetone layer, which the red dye does, and that's why you get the interesting color effect. So that's why the pink's on top. Correct there, Frag. It is not drinkable, Brittany. I would definitely not drink that. Hello there, Lucas. And as I can tell, as I get more and more salt to dissolve in the water, the more and more the acetone's getting pushed out. I do the next tube. I definitely do. But yeah, it kind of, it looks like a famous flag, which I think is really kind of interesting. I guess this is a good experiment for June. I should be doing that. Hope your day is good too there, Iani. Okay, it's getting near the end of the live, and what I do near the end of the live is I flip the camera around, let you take a look at my ugly mug. Just warning you now, you're going to be looking at a 57-year-old man in his basement, so if you don't like that kind of thing, it might be a good time to take off. Just giving you a fair warning. My wife is home from work, and I'd like to spend some time with her, so I'm going to head up there here soon. Iani, thank you so much. Sending me €1. Well, that's really nice. That's right, Sky says. Technically, everything's drinkable, but some things only once. Agreed there, Darth. And by the way, the food dye I'm using, this one's red dye number 3, which is being banned in the U.S., so this experiment's not going to work forever. Hey, thank there, Lydia. I appreciate that. Thank you for saying hi, Lydia. Very nice there, Anthony. Have a great day, the king. Very cool. All right. Here we go. We're going to flip it around, give a little talk to y'all. Let me turn the light on. I'll just say hello. Hello, everybody. How we doing? Have a nice one, Anthony. The next tube, would I make a video on salt analysis? Tell me a little bit more about what you mean, the next tube. Hey there, Humphrey. Hello, Helga. Damien, I've been live for about an hour now. What's up, Random? Doing well there, Brittany. Thank you there, Frag. I appreciate it. Hello, Yanni. Hello there, Melina. Good to see folks. Here's a few of the experiments we did today. Did a little color separation. We did the acid-base rainbow density tower. What's going on, Administrator? We're finishing up. Have a good evening, Darth. Anthony, I don't understand the question. I apologize. I agree, Mad Scientific. You might want to check out my YouTube channel. I do a lot more than just, alkali metals and water. Yeah, check it out. See what you think, Mad Scientific. Give me a shout out in the comments. Nice to meet you, the next tube. Oh, glad you're back on here, Administrator. Yash, I've never done that. I've never done the synthesis of nanoparticles. Hello there, Monsieur. Euler, I apologize. I don't know what you mean. Anthony, I don't know. I haven't heard about that. What's going on, Stu? Darth, Nosta. I don't know what that means. I apologize. I only speak English. I'm embarrassed about that, but it's true. I can only speak English. Hello there, Liv. Thank you there, Euler. What do you get when you mix a weak and a strong acid? I guess you get a mixture of a weak and a strong acid. I don't. Have I ever made iron 2 sulfide? Administrator, I have. Have I tried to make it? Yes, I have. I have done that. I tend not to because it stinks pretty bad. Got it. Thanks there, Brittany. And we are putting someone in timeout. There we go. What's up, Yuji? I'm from the United States. Hello, that one, Max. I don't, Yuji. I don't know. The next two, have you heard something about a new element? Nice, administrator. Hello there, Matthew. So long, Damien. Anthony, my YouTube channel is called Tommy Technetium. Oh, Sky. I don't, Yuji. Hello, Matthew. Damien from South America. How you doing, Exiella? Hello, Yuji. Yash, I apologize. I don't understand the question. Hi, B. What happens if you mix radium and fire? You get radioactive fire. Hey, MJ. What's going on, Mr. Andre? Thank you, Matthew. I appreciate it. You too. What's my favorite experiment? Asked the administrator, whichever one I'm doing at the time. Hi, Yalaro. Hey, Elian. Or Ulian. Hey, Axiella. Hello, Elijah. Yeah, MJ, I like some of his music, sure. Hello, Whitman from the United States. Someone from Germany there, Bavaria. Thanks, Mr. Andre. My wife did it. Well, I guess it'd be element 119 then, the next two, but I've not heard. I'm going to start Googling it as soon as I get off the channel, though. As soon as I get off the live. Hello, Lario. Hello, Jeremy. Hello, Salome. All right, Abelia, I'll try to remember that. Hello, Merleman. What's the best ratio for the potassium nitrate sugar rocket fuel? What a great question, Frag. I've not looked into that. What's my favorite song? My favorite element? Yeah, everybody drop your favorite songs, your favorite element in the chat. I like hydrogen. That's my favorite element. My favorite song. It changes. It changes a lot. Right now, I for the longest time, I listened to U2, a lot of their music. Probably Where the Streets Have No Name is my favorite song from U2. Recently, I've been listening to the song called Sedona by Houndmouth. Thanks, administrator. Hello, Merleman and Skater. Matthew, here's the experiments we did today. We are all done with them. Here, we'll mix this one up for you. I don't know what's the pH going to end up. We're going to find out if we got more acid or base. Looks like more base. I think it's going to go violet. Sure enough. Crystal, I'm 57 years old. Hello, Goku. Hello, Yash from India. Hello, Hassan. Yeah, I know my favorite song, Ilario. Nice, administrator. All the time, Iani. Sorry, I said your name wrong. I think he said Albani. I have a ton of experiments. Like, go back and my most recent video on liquid nitrogen is where I did some experiments to get an idea. It's not perfect, but I tried to get an idea. How long can you safely keep your hand in liquid nitrogen? A lot of people do experiment videos, and I've done them where, you dip your hand in liquid nitrogen, and the Leighton frost effect protects your hand for a short period of time. But that leads to the natural question, how long can you keep your hand in there, even with the Leighton frost effect protecting you? And I did some of that, some experiments with that. Welcome, Crystal. Oh, Julian, please don't ask. It's tough over here right now. Hello, Masla. Hello, Tyler. Raja Paksha, welcome. I apologize if I'm not saying the name. Dean, I apologize. I'm not a Pokemon, so the only one I know is the lightning bolt tail guy. I can't even remember the most famous one's name. The little yellow guy. I can't remember his name. Favorite singer? Probably Bono. 60-30-10. Gallium is definitely amazing. Thanks, Sarah Monosvi. Hello, Monkey Man. Hello, Mingus. Hello, Goku. Einsteinium. Did you really? And Thunderstruck by AC/DC. Good stuff. Perfume by Bill Royce. Hello there, Monkey Man. Tell me about it, Nerfimus. Isn't that crazy, man? We brought back an extinct species. That's so stinking cool. Hello, Mingus Mini. Frags liking uranium and silicon. Hello, I don't like people. Hello, Monkey Man. I'm glad you think so, Sky. I sure don't feel 18. Titanium. You know, Euler, I almost named my channel Titanium Tommy. I was close. Bitcoin, we're just hanging out. I had done some experiments today, and at the end of the live, I flipped the camera around and say hi to people. Roger Paksha, I'd love to do some research. Administrator, I have not yet. No, I have not tried making nitroglycerin. Thanks there, AI. Alice Stackin. Hello, Megas Mini. Thank you there, Yash. I appreciate it. Hello there, Reef Booze. Hello, Jordan. Abella. That's what it was supposed to be called. Can I mix the purple and blue? Yeah, we'll turn it around. Not yet, Crystal. Man, I'm hoping to get some. Hello, Megas Mini. Hello, AI Stocking. Thank you for subscribing. I have, Sahad. Good stuff, man. Hello, Crystal. Raja Paksha. I did my PhD in a biochemical lab, even though I was a physical chemist. And I've never taught it, though. Thank you there, Crystal. That's the name, Nerfius Prime. Pikachu, that's the one. Frag, I've never messed with cesium. I have messed with rubidium. What was my favorite time when I was younger? What a great question, Yalaro. Everybody should answer that one in the chat. What was your favorite time when you were younger? I got to tell you, I really enjoyed athletics when I was younger. I was a wrestler, so you might be able to tell that from my cauliflower ear. And I wasn't too bad. And that was a great time to be able to do that. Dean, Pikachu. I'm way behind. Thank you there, Mazine. Mazishan, sorry. Hello, Bunny. Hello, Sine. You got it, Rajapaksha. I'm trying to remember the metal you can chew. I think it's indium. It's indium, if I remember correctly. So long, Yalaro. Hello, NC. Hello, Akash. Okay, thanks for the sub there, Fanul. I've got to take off. I got to make dinner for my wife. But it's been great hanging out with y'all, checking out some of the beauty of science. Man, we did some cool experiments. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me today, doing some science experiments. We'll just do a quick one here as we're signing off. We're checking out the beauty of science, which is all around you all the time. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next weekend. Usually is Saturday or Sunday around this time is when I do my lives. It's great having you all on board. Mazi Shan, great to have you here. And I hope to see you all next week. That's right, Mad Scientific. Just remember, everything's a chemical. I think it's awesome. It's a great place to leave. We are stopping off at neutral pH, baby.